Hello everyone, Seeking7 here, and it's the beginning of a new month slash the ending of another month. Normally I do these videos the first day of the new month, but I'm doing it today because, well, mainly because tomorrow I'm going to be very busy because this Friday morning my family and I are leaving for our vacation, so I'll be gone for a little over a week. So I figured go ahead and do this. We were heading to Fort Myers Beach, Florida, like we did last summer. And thankfully where we're staying, there is a Barnes & Noble's close by, so I'm hoping to, like I did last year, if they do their 50% off sale while I'm there, I'll hopefully get some good titles. So, yeah, I decided to do another Blu Ray collection update video today instead of tomorrow, and let's just say I got quite a few titles. Well, maybe not nearly as many as the previous month, but that's because I think I've spent a little more money than I probably should, let's just say. But there were just a lot of sales this past month, you know, between the Prime Day and between the Kino Lorber sale, which I only picked up one title for that, and we'll get to that later. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and get started. First up, this first pile I have. These are just 5 titles I picked up one day when me and my mom and grandma and my uncle, who were visiting for a while, we decided to go through some like thrift stores and just bargain shops or whatever, and I picked up a few titles. First up are 2 DVDs. One is a movie that I think the Blu-ray is now out of print, or at least it's really hard to find. That is The Passion of the Christ. I'll be honest, I still have not seen this movie. I hear that it's good, not great, and I know it did riddle a lot of controversy, but I'm definitely curious to check it out. So yeah. I could be wrong, but I hear we're supposed to be getting a sequel to this sometime soon, or at least Mel Gibson is thinking about it. And the other DVD I picked up is a documentary film called The Invisible War. I hear this is a very intense and very powerful documentary, so definitely can't wait to check it out. And then these are just 3 Blu-rays I picked up. First up, I picked up Big, starring Tom Hanks. I saw this movie once a long time ago, and I don't remember being that big into it. Big. I remember enjoying it, but not to the same extent as most people, but I'll definitely give it another chance. Next is Jackie Chan's First Strike. Apparently, it wasn't until I got home and looked up, this is apparently the 4th Police Story movie, which I don't have the other Police Story films. I mean, my brother has the first 2 movies, the Criterion Blu Ray, but neither of us have the 3rd film, so. But from what I understand, I don't think you need to watch these in order. I think they're kind of just loose together. I could be wrong, but yeah. Been kind of meaning to get into some Jackie Chan films. And next up is another sequel movie, and I don't have the first one to this, but Muppets Most Wanted. It was on sale, and I like the Muppets, alright? I really do. I hear this film is just alright, but I've seen parts of it. For what parts I've seen, I enjoyed. But yeah, I'll definitely have to pick up The Muppets, you know, the 2011 film, when I get the chance. But yeah, I just, you know, what can I say? How can you go wrong with The Muppets? Actually, you can, but that's a whole other detail. Okay, so here's a few other random titles I picked up. Most of these are, well, okay, this one I picked up at Walmart because it was finally on sale, and that is Tenet. So, yeah, Christopher Nolan's latest film, and arguably his worst film, quote-unquote, but even then, I'd still say this was pretty good. It was a 7 out of 10 for me, in that it had a really neat concept. It's just really hard to get into these characters. So, but yeah, I'll definitely have to give another watch, and I kind of want to do a Christopher Nolan marathon now that I have all 11 films, so. This I picked up at a Dollar General for some reason. That is Running Scared. I know Your Movie Sucks really like this movie. Makes Kill Bill look like Sesame Street. We'll see about that. Let's see. And yeah, the rest of these were deals, like these next 6 movies I picked up. First up, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen by Terry Gilliam. Been wanting to check this one out. I hear it's supposed to be a fun adventure movie. So, yeah. Got Henry V. Really enjoyed this film when I watched it during my war film marathon last year. Definitely need to rewatch it again. Apparently this is considered Kenneth Branagh's best film in terms of directing and acting. Well, it's either this or Hamlet, which I still haven't seen that. This is a double feature. Kelly's Heroes and Where Eagles Dare. I mainly got this for Kelly's Hero, which I really enjoyed. It was a real fun, like, war comedy, which you don't really get too much of. But the other film, Where Eagles Dare, I haven't seen, but I hear it's also supposed to be really good, so yeah. But this is literally the only Blu-ray you get of Kelly's Heroes. You just buy this double feature, so yeah. Okay, so this is the one Kino I did buy. And it's the one I was interested in the most, and that is The Day the Earth Caught Fire. I don't know, that title just caught my attention. I did watch it with my family the other night, and I'll be honest, it wasn't really what I was expecting. I liked it, but it's definitely something I think requires another viewing, I think. But, yeah, it felt like an hour and a half, well, an hour and 40-minute long, like, Twilight Zone episode. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Next, my brother and I actually watched this earlier this month, and that is The Good, the Bad, the Weird. We both saw this director, Kim Ji-woon, his film I Saw the Devil, which we both really loved, and we enjoyed this too. Not as good as I Saw the Devil, but it was a fun, like, Western comedy that's clearly paying homage to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And then here's the documentary film I picked up on Amazon, that is March of the Penguins. To be honest, I haven't seen this movie since it first came out in 2005. Yeah, wow, it's hard to believe it's been that long. But yeah, the movie that started the whole penguin genre, apparently. You know, with Happy Feet and Surf's Up and, you know, Mr. Popper's Penguins. It's like, people just got so obsessed over penguins ever since this movie. But yeah, it was cheap. Normally that Blu-ray apparently is $20, but I picked up for $5, I think. So yeah. Next are a few animated films I picked up. First up, in my ongoing quest to collect the Disney classics, I picked up Lilo and Stitch. What can I say? I love this movie. I really do. It's a movie... It's one of those things, however, as fun as the sci-fi elements of it are, really the best part of the movie is the relationship between Lilo and Nani. It's just such a beautiful, told story. And the sequel that's on this, Stitch Has a Glitch, not as good as the first film, and it's not a terrific movie, but I'll say it is probably one of the better of the Disney straight-to-video sequels. Next up is a very depressing animated film, and that is The Plague Dogs, made by the same people who did Watership Down. Not as good as Watership Down, in my opinion, but then again, I've only seen this movie once, I think. I mean, I've seen enough of it when I use this film for Heroes vs. Villains. I've skimmed through the film, but I've seen the whole thing only once, so definitely can't wait to check this out. I was kind of hoping Criterion would have put this film in the collection, since they have Watership Down, but, you know. And then this is a more recent animated film, a classic that finally got a Blu-ray for the first time, and that is Son of the White Mare. This is a Hungarian animated film from 1981. I was kind of hoping when I ordered this that it would have the slipcover, because it's got a really beautiful slipcover, but it didn't come with that, so I don't know. But, yeah, see, look at that. Cannot wait to check this film out. I've heard it's supposed to be really good, so, yeah. Next, here is an anime I picked up, an anime series, and one that a continuing show that I needed to get, and that is Part 2 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I mentioned in a previous video, I think it was not the last video, but the video before last, I picked up the original Fullmetal Alchemist and then Part 1 of Brotherhood, but that I did order Part 2 one time, but it never came in the mail, so I had to get my money back. But I finally found someone paying it for a reasonable price at $40, which I know that sounds expensive, but normally these cost over $100, or even $200 I've seen. But yes, I now have the complete Fullmetal Alchemist series. I just don't have the 2 movies, which I hear those are really hard to find on Blu-ray. So yeah. Next are some TV shows. And let me just say I picked up a lot of shows. First up, a BBC Earth documentary, Attenborough's Life Stories. What can I say? I love David Attenborough. I haven't watched this, though. I'm not even sure what to expect out of this, but definitely can't wait to check it out, though. Next is my favorite show that came out in 2019. In fact, I'd say out of every animated television show that came out in the 2010s, if I had to pick my favorite, it's kind of a toss-up between Gravity Falls, but I still need to pick up, and this. Genndy Tartakovsky's Primal, Season 1 on Blu-ray. This is an awesome show. It's about time we get more adult animated TV shows like this that aren't comedies, but that's more action and adventure. But yeah, this is an awesome show so far. And I'd say this is getting Tartakovsky's best work. Yes, I think it's better than Samurai Jack, which I already love Samurai Jack, don't get me wrong. And better than the Star Wars Clone Wars micro-series he did, and better than Symbiotic Titan. Just his best work so far. It's just, love it. Next, this is an unusual one I picked up, because technically this doesn't have an official Blu-ray, so I guess you'd say this is a bootleg, and that is Bonkers, the complete series. Yeah, apparently there's some people on eBay that make Blu-rays. There's like a company that, if there's a certain classic like TV show you want a Blu-ray but that doesn't have a Blu-ray, I guess you can ask them to do it. Like, I've seen similar ones like this. Like, there's one for Johnny Bravo. I saw one for Texas Laboratory. And then I saw one with this. This was a show I remember watching as a kid, but I don't remember it as much as, say, DuckTales or Darkwing Duck or Gargoyles. But yeah, I got it because it was on sale for $30. Normally it's $60, and apparently all 65 episodes are on this Blu-ray. So I'm curious to see how that works, because apparently they're all in HD 1080p. So there's that, and I'm wondering if all the episodes are in English, because some of the English episodes are lost, and the only way you can watch them is in some other language. I want to say Russian. I could be wrong. And also a couple episodes were banned on television for stupid reasons. So definitely have to binge watch that sometime. Next up is 12 Monkeys, the complete series. Really wanted to check this show out for a while, because I love the Terry Gilliam movie, and I hear the show's supposed to be really good too. And this is the complete series. And it, again, was on sale for $25, which is a good deal when you consider it's normally like twice that much, I think. Again, this is a sale on eBay. Someone had this. The season 1, 2, and 3 of Yellowstone. I've been wanting to check this out for a while. I hear it's, again, really good. And someone was selling all 3 of these for like a total of $30, which I thought, that's a steal. You know, it's really cheap. For the last TV show I got, again, this is probably my best deal yet. Yep, the complete series of Bork Empire. I got this for Prime Day during their Prime sale. It was like $40, I think, where it'd normally be over $100. But yeah, I've only seen the first couple episodes of the show, and for what I saw, I really enjoyed. Originally, I only had season 1 on Blu-ray, but because it was on sale. But too late when I bought that is, A, I didn't realize the packs would be that thick. It would just take up way too much shelf space if I got all 5 seasons. And secondly, season 4 and 5 apparently out of print, and like season 5 is like $70 the last time I checked. So it's like, I might as well just get this because less shelf space and it's a lot cheaper. So yeah. And now on to my Criterions, and I only got a couple, well, kinda. First up, the Darjeeling Limited. Haven't watched this yet, I really want to. My goal is to try to pick up all the Wes Anderson films before The French Dispatch comes out this October. And so far, I have 4 of his movies. This, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Isle of Dogs, and The Grand Budapest Hotel. And even then, I only have the regular Blu-ray. I've been wanting to get the Criterion for that. So that means I'm still missing Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, The Royal Tenenbaums, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, and Moonrise Kingdom. So hopefully, I might be able to get those 2 if they're on sale when I go to Barnes & Noble's during my vacation. And the last thing I picked up, and this is the most recent one, this came in yesterday, and this is probably where most of my money was spent this month, but it was on sale. I thought I'd get it already, and that is the Zatsuichi box set. Excuse me. Oh, geez, allergies. But yeah, I've been wanting to check these movies out for a while, because I do like martial arts movies, and these are supposed to be really fun films. I guess in a way, this is kind of like Japanese James Bond, if James Bond was a martial artist. And funny enough, the first movie in this series came out the same year as the first James Bond film, so there's that. So yeah, I cannot wait to check these movies out. It's probably going to have to wait till I get back from my vacation, though, because like I said, I'm going on my trip in a couple days. So yeah, that is it. I've got a decent amount. I think for July, I'm probably going to try to tone it down a little, because first of all, I'm running out of room in my room for my collection, so unless I have to rearrange some things. And I did spend a lot this month, or more than I intended, so But like I said, I have spent money. Like I had to get some change made out in the bank. I have like $102 made in coins. So that's my spending money for the trip. Hopefully, I'll get some good stuff while I'm on vacation. And until then, I'll see y'all later.